Greeno from Greeno's Family Garage, home of the brass hammer. This is for entertainment purposes only. Ensure a qualified person performs this job. Is this you? No crank, no start, and a corroded battery terminal? Now notice the green stuff on the battery negative terminal. It's corrosion. Now I'm going to show you how to clean your battery and prevent this. This is a battery we're going to clean today. The terminals don't look bad at all, and this is because the battery was cleaned about 3 years ago with the process I'm going to show you today. Use safety glasses and safety gloves, and don't smoke when working on batteries as they contain acid. They can explode, and the acid can cause burns. I want to show you the battery we are working on. The terminals on this battery were cleaned 2 to 3 years ago using the process I am demonstrating today. Keep watching as we will see how much corrosion is on the terminals when we spray the battery cleaner with the corrosion indicator. After you've put on your safety glasses and gloves, we will wipe off the top of the battery with a dry paper towel. Remember, any acid on the battery and on your gloves can burn holes in your clothes. Wet a paper towel with distilled water to help clean the battery top. We'll need some shop rags, so have them close by. Using my 1/4 inch 9mm socket, I take off the battery terminal first, wrapping up the end of the negative terminal in a shop towel to protect it from touching the battery post, and remove the previous corrosion preventative donut. Remember, your negative terminal comes off first and goes on last. Next, take off the positive battery cable terminal and wrap it in a shop rag to protect it from arcing against the battery post. Take off the donut and throw it away. It's time to throw away the donuts. Using a paper towel, wipe around the terminal post. Place shop rags over the battery posts to protect them from coming into contact with the cable terminals. Take out the cable terminals and use the battery cleaner with acid indicator to clean them. Now here's the great part. Do you see any of the foam turning red? I don't. That's because the terminals do not have corrosion on them. And the reason for that is this process, done right. Following this process will help you protect your battery terminals from corrosion. Now let the battery terminal cleaner soak in a little. Then use a small wire brush to remove the extra debris on the terminals. Notice again the spray did not turn red. That's because there was no acid corrosion on the battery terminals. Spray the terminals again, just for good measure, then wipe them down with a paper towel. Use the special wire brushes to clean the inside of the cable terminals. With the terminals clean, I will cover the battery terminals with a shop rag again for safety reasons, so they don't touch the battery posts accidentally. I place a shop rag over the battery cell covers. This is so as I spray the battery posts, the terminal cleaner can't go near the battery cell caps and possibly into the battery cells. This can ruin your battery. I spray a light coat of cleaner on the battery post, but I wipe it off fairly quickly so it does not seep into the battery from around the post. Just wet a paper towel with distilled water and clean around the battery post again. I use the battery post cleaner brush to make the battery terminal post look like new. Look at the close-up of a freshly cleaned battery post. Let's wipe away any filings from the battery post cleaning. Next, the silicone paste. This is dielectric grease that allows for metal-to-metal contact for conductivity, but at the same time it also insulates so that the corrosion is prevented. It ensures the electrical connection is maintained, preventing future corrosion. Apply silicone dielectric paste to the battery post. You can buy small packets of this at your auto parts store. Protective donuts. That's what I call them anyway. It's time to make the donuts. Let's put them on the positive and negative battery posts. You can buy these in packs of 2 at your local auto parts store. I attached the positive battery cable terminal to the positive battery post first using my 1/4-inch ratchet extension and a 9mm socket. Tighten, but don't over tighten. Make it snug, but not super full tight. Do the same for the negative battery cable terminal. Take it out of the shop rag and place it on the battery's negative post. Tighten, but do not over tighten, not super full tight. Now we have protected under the battery cable terminal with the donut. We have protected the post with dielectric silicone paste, and lastly we will protect the outside of the post and terminal with protective paste made especially for this. We use NCP2, which is a battery protective paste for the outside of the terminals. Look how good those terminals look. And more importantly, how well they will resist corrosion. Remember when I sprayed battery cleaner on the battery cable terminals and the cleaner didn't turn red? This was because I used the same procedure a few years ago on this very same battery. And I went back to that battery to show you that when I applied the cleaner, it did not change color because the battery terminals did not corrode. This is what happens when you take the time to do it right. Done right is just right. And here's a close-up of Greeno's Family Garage brass hammer approved completed battery terminal cleaning. The juice is worth the squeeze. Don't be a super fool. Clean and protect your battery the right way. Let's place the positive boot over the positive battery terminal for protection and call it a job well done. And don't forget to ensure your battery hold down is in place. I put mine on after completing this project. A shaking battery will destroy itself much earlier than you want it to. At the end of the day, or in this case, at the end of 2 to 3 years, a proper procedure done right will keep you happily on the road. This is Greeno. Peace out.